How's it going today, guys? Castillo Trading coming to you with another NPOC and daily POC update video. Shout out to the sponsors of the Telegram of CoinCatch and Stryker.ai, guys. We are going to talk about them more in depth in the future. Just going over NPOC prints on BTC and what our current setup looks like. I still think that we can run higher. You guys know that we have an NPOC print right here at 113, 114, and then all the way up at that 118, 119. Now we can go and mark out a new print that happened from yesterday. And again, this is kind of what I'm going to be talking about today. Right about that 110.280 is the new print that we currently have. Come down here, continue to mark this, continue to keep it organized, doing everything in front of you guys. And so this is what the new setup looks like as far as NPOC prints go. So given the long that we created on 820, this is an area of interest to be dollar cost averaging. Now, I do not plan on catching the Pico bottom of these moves. I do not plan on sizing in extremely hard at the bottom of these moves. They're areas of interest to be dollar cost averaging into. And we've talked about this level for a while. We talked about how this is once a resistance level for many months. And then now we broke above that resistance level. Now it's retesting that level and acting as support, guys. And that's what we want to see. That's clean technicals. Now, does this mean that we're going to go straight to all-time highs from here? Probably not. I don't think so. I think that we still range within this. Again, a range within a range, a low term time frame range here, and then a higher term time frame range here. So that's what I'm currently watching. I still think that it is possible for us to kind of come back down, retest this level down here at about that 110.280, which was the NPOC print, which is again another area for me to be adding into, right? We want these retests. We want as much time as possible to be building a position, because then that means we get to build larger and larger positions in this area. So I still think that maybe we can do something like this before we finally get a move into that 118, 119 area on BTC. Now, Ethereum NPOC prints aren't the cleanest. We've kind of talked about this. For me, I would have loved to long Ethereum down at that 4191 area. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean that it can't happen continuing down the road. You know, that is still the area that I am looking to add on to Ethereum. And again, we kind of created this. We had that 4431. We also had that 4310. And so again, this was the area we were looking to kind of build a position in. I kind of faded Ethereum a little bit. I thought BTC was going to have a little bit more strength, but you know, going forward, we can just continue to look at what we're looking at. That 4191 is probably where I'm more comfortable adding Ethereum. We had a good move today, but again, you could kind of take this into a lower term time frame range on the higher term time frame range, and we are getting into a little bit of resistance level. I would love a retest, sweep of these prior lows, and then we can get acceptance back into our high term time frame range, which again, this lower limit is the area that I would like a retest of on Ethereum. Again, just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean that it can't happen in a couple of weeks, a month. You know, a lot of people are calling for a very bearish September. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, there's all these extensive charts on, you know, why this should be a bearish month. And then we have a exciting Q4. And I get it. I think that's a good thesis to have. But for me, you know, I am more willing to be adding Ethereum at this level. And so that's why I don't have any Ethereum exposure right now. As far as leverage trading goes, focus more on BTC and a couple other altcoins that I think have good setups. As always, I appreciate you guys being over in the Telegram. Throughout the day, I'll be sending updates, of course, like I always do. If you guys have any questions, please don't be afraid to reach out. My YouTube has a lot of content on there. TradeWithCastillo.com has a lot of content on there. So the content is there. Just put in the efforts and put in the work to kind of learn and do your best to put forth that effort necessary. See you guys over on the Telegram. Peace out.